it okay now? All right. So let's formally start this meeting. So good morning, everyone, and welcome to the sixth AGM. Sorry, someone is saying something? Okay. So welcome to the sixth annual general meeting of Rosedale Garden Apartment Owners Association, and this is the adjourned meeting. We had our first meeting on 26th of May, where we could not have the quorum, and so this is the adjourned meeting, and it is considered to have met the quorum. So we will proceed with whatever numbers that we have. So to start with, so just a number that we have 65 owners who are present at this moment, and we will start with that number. So the customary is, since we do not have our president present in the town, so we will appoint a chair for this session, and I would I would request our Vice President, Mr. Manoj Sharma, to chair this meeting and welcome all the owners to this meeting. Mr. Sharma.
Thank you, Anand. On behalf of President Mr. Ranjan Basu and all the board members of Rosedale Garden Apartment Owners Association, I welcome you all for this meeting, AGM. This is 6th AGM of the association, and consecutively we are attaining new heights. And I'll tell you something in brief. Agenda of this meeting is firstly to approve the annual budget of 2024-25, fix a cap rate. That is also an agenda along with the budget. Then we have to consider the balance sheet. The auditors have did not make any remark on the balance sheet, so that also have to be considered. And the Board of Managers present the annual report of the Rosedale Garden Apartment Ownership Association, which contains so many development activities, etc. in Rosedale Garden Apartment Ownership. It has been widely circulated. It is available in the MyGate document section. Anyone can visit my community, then MyGate documents, and you can find the balance sheet of all the years, including this year. So this is the agenda, and the agenda is another agenda which is statutory in nature is to consider reappointment of Mr. Rohit Padar and Associates Chartered Accountants as auditors of the association for the financial year 2024-25. So to begin with, as you know, in the last AGM I said that this eco effect will be the story in Rosedale, so you can find this refurbished hall with acoustic facilities. Now I think everybody is hearing clearly the sound and voice. So this is, you know, an achievement. Good amount of around 55 lakhs have been spent, and we had functions also in this hall, and it was successful. Like we had one function organized by RGUC, then there was an Akhand Ramayana part which was organized in this hall, and it was well organized. It was very successful in terms of sound quality. So this is one, and you know, I'll throw some lights on the budget and CAM rates. So over the years, you have seen that the cost has gone up. Like, you know, salary is increasing. We are following minimum wages of West Bengal Act to pay the salaries of our staff, including the security, housekeeping, etc. So there is an increase, and there is also some increase on account of AMC. So this budget, and you have seen that general civil repair is going on. Then we have pumps, plumbing, pumps, electrical substations. So we have repairs. So our finance committee have estimated a budget which exceeds the income to some extent by around 14 lakh rupees, so 10 paise increase. But the finance committee, they have proposed that we continue with the same CAM rate of 2.98, and whatever increase will be covered either by strict financial control, and we expect a good number of saving in civil, since the major civil repair have been completed by special funds which was created for building and repair. So, but this is subject to approval of this AGM whether to increase 3.1 or accept proposal of finance committee at continuing with the same CAM rate of 2.98 rupee per square feet. So this is one thing, and then we have one agenda like building repair. Building repairs, we are on almost completion stage. Repair is going on in the basement, and we have spent quite large amount on fire safety measures which was recommended by the fire department, government of West Bengal Fire and Disaster Management. And also we have spent good amount in club, and club is on the verge of total revamp. And swimming pool also we have spent good amount. You can see that swimming pool is now well maintained with good water quality. And the club activities also, like you can see this tennis court was repaired and refurbished. Similarly, basketball also was refurbished. And in this hall also, we have installed badminton mats, Yonex brand badminton mats, so that no injury, or for facilitation of the residents who play regularly badminton. So good amount of expenditure, but they are also in the building repair. There are some actually we manage within our budget, but there are some extra expenditure like fire department. They suggested pressurization of all the towers and the additional like sealing of all the ducts, etc. So there is some increase, and we actually, it was not in the budget, but we thought that tower lobbies, they should be completely refurbished. It should look like a premium residential society. And an attempt was made in Tower 2 where the lobby is filled, and the cost was around 7.45 lakhs per lobby. And we intend to complete the other towers also, and also the awning just after the entrance of each lobby. So that also there are some increase, and we'll find a way in consultation with this AGM and members how to complete that within our budget. And we actually do not intend to go for further raising of funds from the residents. We want to cover in our budget also. If required, we can use our past reserves also. So that is also there. So all the issues here will be touched one by one, and after this agenda is completed, we'll keep around 30 minutes for any point which is a major concern or which is a concern for residents in the meeting. So the first agenda is to consider annual report of the Board of Managers. I think everyone have gone through this, and I think we should consider and approve it. So so can I take it as approved?
Yes, of course.
So this is the resolution that we come to, that there are three things. One is the audited financial statement, the auditor's report, and the annual report. These are the three things which have been circulated already on MyGate, and as part of the first resolution, we want to take your confirmation whether we consider this as approved, or if someone has any observation or something, any remarks to make, we are happy to take that question. Else, we would like your confirmation on this first resolution. So, by show of hands, if you can say whether you all accept these three things, which is part of the resolution. So I repeat, audited financial statement, auditor's report, and annual general report, which has come. Somebody can read it? Sorry?
To any other investments like that in the last financial year.
Will take this or I? So actually, when we started with 0 funds. There was no fund with the association, so we started with a cam rate plus a contingency amount of 50 paisa per square feet. So slowly, the intention was to build a substantial reserve out of that. So, and it was continued in next year's also 0.25 contingency, and in the last year contingency was completely removed. So out of that contingency, we could generate some funds, number one. Number two, some amount was payable to the erstwhile promoter, which they had not paid to the promoters, but they paid to association. So that fund also forms part of the corpus, and that also placed in the fixed deposit. In the last year, actually, there was no contingency, so there was not much scope to create those fixed deposits, And also, we have, sufficient cash flow also, because to run this kind of society, we should have much liquid funds also. So we have now opened some saving bank account also in Union Bank of India, public sector bank, that is as per the law, and there was savings, we are earning some interest. Because building repair fund, when we create, we place in a deposit, but it is not immediately spent. And also, we are enjoying some credit by the suppliers, like security bills are paid 60 days credit. We enjoy 60 days credit for payment of this. So that also creates some liquidity to take care of any eventuality. So I think so, that's all. Thank you.
Just one point I would like to add, that in addition to that, what we have shown as an investment, we also have 78 lakhs with the electricity company. It's a security deposit also. So that fund also gradually built up, out of all the savings and everything. But this is not in the investment category, but this is in the current assets as a security deposit with the electricity company. So basically, it's 1.79 plus another 80 lakhs, which is our total savings.
Security, this electricity company, West Bengal, WBSDCL, they pay us 6% interest on the fixed deposit, the amount, and it is to cover 2 months electricity bill, basically is the condition. So it has been placed with them only.
All right, thank you, Manoj. Any other questions from anyone?
Sir, now.
Yeah, my name is Turuna Kushwaha from Tower 6. Just wanted an update on the receivables from RTP, the corpus amount. What is the status of that? And is there any light at the end of the tunnel? Will we see it coming soon, or what exactly is the business?
This is, we intended to take it after the completion of agenda. After that, we'll discuss this point also. First, let us complete the agenda of this AGM, then we'll discuss this point also.
Any other point apart from that NCLT update? So NCLT update, we will take it towards the end of the presentation.
After completion of the agenda, we'll elaborate and we'll explain.
Any other point? All right. So we
Next.
then go for the resolution count. So I'll take the negative count. If there are any negatives, because mostly it was positive. So if there are any negatives, please raise your hand so that we can register it or record it. All right. So I consider this unanimous. So Shaman, you can. So with this, then we move to the second item, which is our
Camp
budget. So let me go to the. Sorry.
So you can see that this is the budget which has been prepared by our finance committee. I invite Mr. Satyajit Datta and Treasurer Mr. Ramesh Bansal to throw some light if any questions you can raise. And so, but keep in mind that this finance committee has recommended to continue with the same cap rate of 2.9 without compromising any of the facility, and also statutory without compromising any statutory liability with respect of payment of wages, salaries, etc. So, before we want to approve this 2.98, or we can raise in accordance with the expenditure, that is 3.1 is before this AGM. So, after going through this, you can, or now you can approve whatever you like.
Yeah, just to elaborate, I give it to
The focus is not coming very well. The projector focus. The projector focus is not. One see the figures.
Okay, while he does the adjustment, the only key point that we want to bring out is, so this slide actually talks about the actuals, which is on the left hand side, meaning this column, actuals for last year, and this is the workout that has been done for the financial year 24-25, and what that brings our CAM rate to. And then we discuss on whether we should exercise option 1 or exercise option 2. So, and then to take this further, I'll request Satyajit. Shall I switch?
Good morning, I'm Satyajit Datta. Manoj has covered this, was talking about budget rate, budget of 3.11, so this 2.98, which is a current rate. Just, I'd like to one addition here that this was just a recommendation from us, but it was placed with the Board of Management, and it was discussed, and then it was approved by the Board of Management also. So this is one thing. So now we have here the last year's actual. Can you show the last year?
Is this better?
Yeah, this is better. We have the last year's actuals here, which is we have other income 1.2 crore, 1.2 crores roughly. Then we have all the AMCs, 5.8 crores, and then we have electricity common area, that is 66.7. After that, we have administrative expenses, 33 lakhs. This is what the issue rate as 51.64, and then we have consumables and other things 12.17 lakhs, and then we have statutory expenses 78 lakhs. So total coming all together should be 5.95 crores per year.
So please refer to the annual report. This is just a cutout from the slide. So
So there is a high gap. This is fine. But annual report remains the final, which is published on the high.
He wants a comparative sheet at
So 5.9, this service is 6.45, which is budgeted for 2024-2025 budget, and based on that, the rate is worked out at 3.11. So this is what we have been discussing, Manoj has mentioned. So now the major expenses increase is on the repair and maintenance. The reason being that actually what happened really, we have two very important areas. One is our substation and also diesel generators, and also we have an issue with the water pumps. So the water pump is one of the water pumps is in a very bad condition. Somehow they managed to repair it. And also substation, all of you know, we have a 33 kV transformer, and but probably if there is a breakdown, then we need to spend huge amount of money. And besides that, also diesel generator, if there is a breakdown, we have to, so in 3.1, when we have budgeted the repair expenses, we have provided additional cushion, additional amount under diesel, which is a very important area for our safety and other things. So if this amount, if God forbid it doesn't happen, we don't have to incur any major repair expenses on account of this screw head, we are going to save the money. But if in case it happens, then of course we will try to do a proper management, budget management, funds management, etc., etc. But we have to draw the money from our savings. This is what Manoj has already explained. So 3.11 is the rate based on the projections with the higher repair cost. Now we have current CAM rate of 2.98. Now it is for the house to consider and take a decision. We like, should we continue with 2.98 or we take 3.11, which we have based on this projection. So this is something, an issue the house has to decide.
What is the shortfall actually?
One more thing I want to point out is, you see that there is an increase of around 14 lakhs in statutory expenses, that is 18%. That is basically a refund of GST. To the flat owners who attract GST, we used to refund. When we get improved credit from the GST department, we refund them. So this input credit was higher. We have refund input credit was higher in this year because of building repair. There we have substantial inputs. But this year it will come down and 92 lakhs shall be refunded to the owners who have paid GST. So for that also there is an increase of 18 lakhs. But as Satyajit pointed out, repair and maintenance 63 lakhs we have estimated, and we estimate a good saving also because of buildings will be paid only the electricity and water supply, pumps etc. will have repair cost. So I think we will be able to manage, or if we are not, then they propose that the past reserve shall be used for absorbing this increase. So this is now open to House to take a decision whether we go with the same cap rate or increase the cap rate.
We go for the same cap rate.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Good morning, everybody. I'm President of Town Board 10C. Satyajit sir, this was a request basically, not a question, but I wanted to understand that major renovation work for this year has already gone in, for which a separate subscription was taken from each owner. That starts around somewhere close to 70,000 depending on their square feet area. I wanted to understand that why are we proposing substantial increase in repair and maintenance subhead? That is from 37,000 to 63,000. 63 lakhs, sorry. And consequently it has an impact on my final cap rate. Can we adjust it to make it to the existing 2.98?
That will answer. Actually, This repair is general repair to electric substation, any electricity fault or any water supply pumps, etc. So last year substantial amount was incurred, like 37.90. So this year also they estimate that some of the pumps may have to be replaced or overhauled, whatever. That is why this finance committee has proposed to continue with the same cap rate of 2.98.
Sir, repair and maintenance we are saying 37 lakh increase to 63 lakh.
Right.
That is happening when we already had a major renovation gone in this year.
Manoj, I will answer this question. Gentlemen, the question is, I think there are two things. One, we have a revenue expenses, the CAM expenses, the maintenance expenses, all the AMCs, things like that. But we have also collected 35 rupees per square feet. This is purely for renovations of the building, painting, repairs, so many things are there. But two things are different. For that, Manoj is going to give a separate presentation. What has happened when we have collected the 35 lakh, how much we spend, how much we are going to have a deficit again. Like he mentioned that there is some additional requirement for the fire department. So we are really that way we are running a deficit, but he will elaborate on that. But what we are talking about now, the revenue expenses, running expenses to maintain this facility, to maintain the property, where substation and transformer is a very important area which is supplying our electricity. So we are talking about that repair. This repair we cannot take it from the building renovation budget. Separate item, and we have said this will be utilized only for building repair and other things.
As I understand it correctly, transformer is working right now. So we have prepared for contingency for the eventuality that in case if the transformer goes off, we are self-sustained to take care of it to repair it. That's why we are increasing it. Sir, I hope you are getting my question. My question is specific, sir. Why are we proposing to increase repair and maintenance from 37 to 63 lakh?
The answer is because last year nothing happened. We did provide something, but nothing happened. So the actuals came less. So in the same way, this year also we have provided. It's a kind of cushion, it's an additional provision we have kept in the budget. If it doesn't come as I said, it's going to be saving. Okay. But if it comes, then on 3.11, we will have enough funds.
This 66 lakhs, 63 lakhs total of providing for new budget. The difference is quite huge. At least 20 lakhs extra. Now, how you allocate this 20 lakhs? How do you estimate that this will be the additional so much of an expenditure in the current year?
Allocation
This is one question. Second is, there are these of revenue expenditures or any capital expenditure you don't say there?
No, there is no capital expenditure.
Now, what about capital expenditure budget? That is a separate one? Or it is?
Capital expenditure is separate. This is a part of the repair and maintenance which will come in the transformer which may or may not come. But if it comes,
And we understand the basement repairing is still due. Almost hardly anything is being done there. It requires total renovation. So for that any provision is there? Or from the earlier payment, additional payment it is being taken?
yeah, as I said, that the building repair and renovation and everything, there is a separate presentation by Mr. Manoj or Vice President. So you can have your question there. But now what we are discussing is the CAM budget, the revenue expenses budget, where repair and maintenance is one of the major component. We have provided additional money. Now it is for the house to take a decision whether we take this form.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Moinapur from Tower 350. I think since we are having a bit of a doubt on the repair part, which we will explain a bit later. So it's better that we have a look on that and then we decide on whether we should go for 2.98 or 3.1. If there is a dire need to go, then let us collectively decide. But otherwise, let us see what is being planned for in the upcoming year in repair and maintenance.
So I'll give you. Hello.
details, you can just...
Now, you are noting, as I understand, the association is billing on two slabs. Association is billing on two slabs. Supposing now it is 2.95 and there is also a GST credit being allocated to the higher sector on a proportionate allocation. Now, in case you increase from 2.95 to 3.11, then how that allocation is going to be affect all means those who are lower category and those who are of the upper category.
So, if I understand the question correctly, GST impact. But then we have
This is a GST impact.
So even if it is 3.11, the GST impact remains same.
Correct. But right now you are giving a
GST rules are
different categories.
right.
Right? You are now billing on two different categories.
So please,
What will affect the exempted category and what will affect?
I have understood. I have understood. Let me explain this. I'll explain this. So the GST.
For the benefit of the crowd, shall I repeat the question? What is
repeat the question.
So, Mr. Alok Rakshit's question is, there is a room wherein GST gets applied beyond a certain amount of cap. Right now we are on the brink of it. Most of the flats which are 3 BHK are exempted at this point because the cap comes to 7450 or something. It is not exceeding 7,500. So his question is, if we increase it to 3.11, what happens to the GST impact for those set of people, right, Alok?
So, as explained by Mr. Alok, the rules are up to 7,500 rupees. The GST is exempt. We don't have to pay GST. But in our society, we have flats where cap goes above rupees 7,500. So if we avail that exemption, we have to reverse 50% of the input credit. Whatever input credit we are getting from the bills of security, bills or any bills which AMC we get input, but 50% we have to reverse. So 50% we refund to the owners who have paid this GST. But if it is 3.11, the situation remains same. The flat up to the three bedroom flat with terrace will again be exempted from the tax. It will be around 7,450. Those who are above, they will continue to be the same. Yes. So their situation doesn't change. And I'll go to my Naka's question a bit later.
Out of rate of GST you get from the different inputs, you will fund.
In the next can bill it is adjusted. Next can bill when we raise, we adjust the input GST which we have got, which is being reflected. Statutory expenses, you can see that this is that. We are collecting but we are refunding.
Last year, for your information, 35 lakhs have been refunded to all the owners who have paid.
Whatever amount which is we get input, it is being refunded.
सेम महीने में नहीं होगा, but
नेक्स्ट महीने में जब जीएसटी का रिटर्न फाइल हो जाएगा तब करना है।
Yes. Actually, this is projection. 3.11 daily expenditure by your projections. And you are saying that by practicing a little more strict financial discipline or some event that may not occur, so this expenditure may not come and the finance committee is deciding to continue with the same cap. So this is the ideal situation. We have not actually faced the deficit. So this question remains irrelevant. So let us continue with the same cap. And if we actually face the physical deficit, then in the next annual whether we should increase our cap or we should withdraw from our past deposit or funds, whatever it is. So this year I think this question is irrelevant.
So thank you, Mr. Udaya Agarwal. This is very pertinent. That is why Finance Committee has proposed to continue with the same. They have kept enough cushion in the repair and maintenance. I think we'll be having a good saving. That is why proposing an increase. Just that there may be some eventuality. So they have kept it. Thank you. Well taken, Mr. Kamra. So basically they have estimated, we have faced, we have two transformers for your information, and both the transformers are now quite old, 15, 16 years old, and some trippings are also being noticed. So basically to cover that and the pumping, which pumps also have grown old, and they have estimated. There are two factors. That is why they have estimated this amount. Maybe good 20 lakhs may be required for complete overhaul of the transformers.
Actually, quotation of the pump is around 5 lakhs rupees per pump itself. Then the installation and other things. So, this is one of the bases. So,
taking it further from the gentleman what he just said, we had the same situation where we went for repairs for the swimming pool. So that was a very large expenditure. So taking the same from his point, we had created a cushion, we didn't even know about those expenditures. So how are we going to justify that now? This year we might not need any funds for repair for the swimming pool. So there is already that little amount that is already available. So how will you cushion that, or how will you maintain that fund?
Swimming pool, we have spent a lot of money, but for even next year also we have tuition, almost 3 lakhs, as I can see the figure, because whenever we have done the repair, again some leakage it is coming to the basement and things like that. So we are expecting that there will be some more repair again on the swimming pool. We may have to incur. So we have kept some provision in the next year budget also for swimming pool. Is it your question? Have I answered your question? We can't hear you.
So even if we keep a cushion for the transformer and the other expenditures that we and pumps, do you think that will be a recurring thing over the next 2 years?
No, I don't think. I mean, pumps and other things, once it is changed, then it is not going to be a recurring expenditure.
That's why it is changed. But if it's repaired, then there might be.
Yeah. But again, you have to remember that property is getting old. It is already more than 10 years old. We have spent a huge amount, almost 25 lakhs or so. I don't have the figure, but it's a civil repair. Now, gradually we will spend more and more money. So we have to really struggle whether we do this or do that. Even in civil repair, we have to be selective. We have to spend a lot of money this year, and we defer for the next year, in the next financial year, like that, So we have to study that we have to be prudent in the funds management and in the budgetary control. With that, probably if those exceptional things does come, then we can manage it 2.9. Is that correct, Manoj?
And suppose we went to the 3.11, and at the end of the year, or close to the end of the year, we see that we are not really incurred much expenditure as we projected. So can that be used as a reserve or as a fixed
obviously your fund flow will improve and it will be reflected in the bank balance. It's up to us, we keep it here or we put it in the investment, in the fixed deposit. See, in the past, when we had this cushion of contingencies, as and when the fund has increased, we did put, right now we have 1.79, there's a fixed deposit which is investment. So these are all out of those savings which came in the last year, in the last several years, 4-5 years, okay?
So just one question. The budget I saw that you have kept something that cap of Plaza of 21 lakhs. And even last year it just showed that we have kept a budget of 21 lakhs and it showed that from actuals also we received. That means Plaza we are getting the cap.
No, Plaza of course we did in detail. You see, Plaza is like this 18,000 square feet at the rate of 10 rupees can which has been decided long back. So it's 180,000 billing for can on account of Plaza. But this 180,000 we have never been receiving, and for that there is a legal process going on. So 180,000 multiplied by 12, it's about 21 lakhs. This 21 lakhs, although it is shown as an income, but in reality there is no cash flow. So this income is income, and in the other side of the balance sheet it is coming as a surplus, but really in the note he has mentioned 1.46 crores due from Plaza on account of electricity bill we have paid on behalf of Plaza and the can which we have billed but not paid till date.
But they have factored this in the budget.
So this year that the budget we have considered 21 lakhs and it is shown that in actuals also receivable is 21 lakhs, we have received 21.
No, but in cash flow they have factored it, they have reduced it.
So then why are you showing that as actual savings if it's
because it is in the balance sheet, so they have to show it for presentation purpose. But cash flow they have already factored that this is not being received.
But that won't affect your rate. Should not really be just completely removing it from there instead of showing a picture that actually it is coming.
No, but it is in the note also, balance sheet note by auditor. They have specified that this amount is not received.
Understood. Thanks.
But that will not affect the rate.
No, this will, they have considered, they have factored it.
As I see it and understand it, considering the previous year expenditure at 2.98, I think we'll still be able to balance that without increasing it. Because I see there are so, like repair and maintenance, again I'm coming back to my point. Even if we keep it by 10% increase at around 40 lakh rupees, we will cut even at 2.98. As we all understand, this is our society, we are supposed to run it and maintain it. In case if an emergency comes up, we have contingency fund, we have FD. If need be, we will again pitch it. So let's keep it at 2.98 with a little revised repair and maintenance. That's all I'll say.
I just need small clarification that you have repeatedly saying that the transformer or pumps may need to be replaced. Whether it will be replaced by the new one or it will be repaired.
So the new one is very costly, it is being complete repair, big repair cost. But pumps will replace, not transformers. Pumps is a replacement cost. For the transformer, it will be a repair cost.
If it is replaced, then how come it can be revenue expenditure?
Sir, in societies, these kind of expenditures are always revenue. Revenue, yes.
Then it's okay. So let us go with
For this, we are not raising any capital funds.
So it's okay. Then let us go with this and pray to God that we don't enter into the deficit. That's all.
Correct. Sudeep Double.
Hello. Hello. Just one suggestion. I think whenever there are big deviations on a budget, if we can have another. The suggestion is that henceforth we can have another column giving a brief explanatory note, especially where there are major deviations. For example, the repairs and maintenance. Why this huge jump from the actuals by about 26 lakhs? And that will prevent a lot of questions coming. People will be informed before. Second is, I did not see any capex budget. It was all the budgets were revenue budgets. So did we prepare a capex budget?
So we have prepared a capex budget. We'll come to that.
Is it there?
After that? No. After this, we'll come to the capital budget also.
Oh, it's not in the consolidated.
It is in the, no, it is not consolidated. That is separate. This is for fixing camps, monthly camp.
Okay.
So, are we going to address Manak's question now, the building repair, or shall we take it towards it?
Camp.
Alright, so,
Camp rate 2.98 or 3.11 is the resolution. So 2.98.
Any negative?
Anyone for 3.11? No. So 3.1. One for 3.1. Anyone else for 3.11?
No, this side no.
No, 3.11. 3.11.
3.11, anyone on this side?
3.11?
3.1.
3.1 we have
So again, just to clarify, anyone on this side who supports 3.11? Ranjita, yours?
2.
Okay. Ma'am also. Rita ji also. So there are 2 on this side. Jagmohan sir, 3. 4. 5. So we have 5 who are supporting, who want 3.11 as the cap rate. 6. Pankaj as well. So there are 6 who are supporting 3.11. Remaining all of them. So 86 for 2.98 and 6 for 3.11. So thank you. So let's then come to the next resolution, which is
Statutory in the
this is
nature.
a simple one, yeah.
So currently our accounts are audited by our associates. So they have given their consent to continue as auditor, and we as BOM recommend them to continue. We have to approve it. Any negative also.
So he's the same auditor, I mean the same firm which has been continued. Alright, yeah, there is a change in remuneration. I think it has gone by 5,000.
Actually, he was charging us 21,000 for the audit and 6,000 for other taxation work. Now he has proposed 30,000 for audit and 6,000 for the other like income tax, GST work, etc. Any take on this?
So can we consider this also as
Approved.
approved?
But since the amount is not significant and costs have gone up, we chartered accountant, I am also a chartered accountant. I find so many chartered accountants sitting here. For them, I think it is very low fee.
Yeah, but this is a formality that we
This is the formality we have to.
The amount is insignificant, but still. Yeah.
So we are considering
Unanimous. We are considering this also as unanimous. So now we will go back to first. So we are going back to the building repair, the question which was raised by Mainaz. I'm not sure how legible it would be, but this is.
I'll explain. It may not be very good visibility. So, in the AGM of 2021, there was a proposal to collect 35 rupees per square feet plus GST from all the flat owners to take complete repair of the building and painting. So this was undertaken, and we have included all the buildings, hall for state club, total repair, then all the roofs have been waterproofed again because there were some issues about leakages, etc. from the roof also. And then we had some activities like refurbishing of tennis court, basketball court, and installation of a badminton mat in the main hall. So this was time to time the deposits were taken like 10 rupees per square feet initially, then again 10. So total amount under bill was 5.90 crores. In buildings, all the buildings have been repaired and painted. Painting also complete. In the main gate, you can see we have installed a boom barrier, which is NPR. It can read number plates, and you might, if your vehicle is registered, you will get a notification when your vehicle is in or out. But this is pending for the gate number 5. So there also it is under implementation and after some time. So this is to enhance the security and reduce the manpower cost. This was undertaken, and then this main hall acoustic work has been completed. Now I think there should not be any complaint about echo effect in this main hall. Earlier it was there. Then. Sir, but when we talk about Dolby sounds, then you need like cinema hall, you need a very big budget. That budget may go, about 2-3 crores. So it was also considered. Mr. Dinesh Shastri from the BOM was in charge of this particular segment, and he has completed very diligently. He considered all the aspects of this, like you said, Dolby effects, or maybe some echo might be there, but after installation of, we propose to install a full mat on this, the area which is remaining after badminton court also will be covered with the mat. So after that, this echo effect will further reduce, which is, as per the experts also, this is the then rooftops, all the roofs have been properly waterproofed. Lawn tennis, basketball courts, full badminton courts also equipped now. And cameras. We have now this campus have almost full camera access in the basement. Also the cameras have been increased so to cover any kind of activity in the basement. And ongoing works are basement repair work has already started. You can see it is being done near lobby areas and it will be completed very soon. Then clubhouse repair is also under progress because the other areas it will be painted, repaired, and then upcoming works are tower lobbies. Renovation of remaining lobbies will commence very soon, and then there is an issue with driver's toilet. See, we have driver's toilet in every tower, but it was used by every tower 100 people. Like there was some this cruise of building repair painting, and the individual flats are the interior decoration there. Then it is being used by so many people, so it is in a very shabby condition. So we have to do that also. There was toilet very soon. And there was a problem of STP because the pits which were provided with the buildings were not sufficient or maybe out of date. So there was an issue. So we have newly constructed around 16 new pits to take care of any sewage issue. So you can see now the sewage smell has reduced now from the past. So that is also there, and you know, fire safety. So with guidance of fire department, and it is our privilege to have Mr. Jagmohan also. He is very senior IPS officer, as well as he was heading fire department for quite some time. So he also provided much needed guidance to us. It is a privilege. So we have completed all the towers. This ducts have been sealed properly as required by them. We have also installed, the everything, sprinklers. And I invite Mr. Malik. He was heading this fire safety activity to come here and explain. So one more thing before Mr. Malik come. Please come, Mr. Malik. So the fire department actually was insisting upon installation of pressurization of staircase in every tower. Tower 3 we have already done, because Tower 3, the fire, because of ramp going inside, there is no access to any fire engine or any fire equipment going there, because it is ramp. So there we have already completed, and we have made a request to the fire department to waive the condition of having it in all other towers. Because our staircases have natural circulation, they have windows, natural circulation is there. So it is under consideration, and I hope that if it is considered, then we will be saving a good amount of around 50-60 lakhs. And Mr. Malik will further explain you about the fire activity, fire safety measures. The amount spent is already around 90 lakhs in fire safety measures. So I can say that this campus is, fairly have good fire control systems. And over to Mr. Malik.
Good morning, friends. Good morning, friends. Well, the fire safety issues, of course, they are being discussed in the Board of Managers meetings, but there is a separate committee in which Mr. Assis Ray is there, Tapan is there, and Dinesh Shastri is there, Rajan Basu is there, Dr. Sharma is there, and I am there. So we also discuss fire safety details, technique, technology, etc., everything and all the systems. Now, let me slightly briefly just say that what are the things we have done in the last year. We completed few things and taken up few things. Number one, as Mr. Manu Sharma was telling, the sealing of duct, which was a real issue. All the towers, they have ducts. So there is the smoke tends to go from one floor. Suppose there is a fire in one floor, the smoke will go from one floor to the next floor. And if you know, the smoke is the biggest killer. So somehow you have to contain this smoke so that it doesn't spread. So these ducts are required, and this we have done at a tremendous cost actually. It has been done by the Lloyd Insulation, the best company in the world. So now we are safe at least from the spreading of the smoke and fire from one floor to the upper floor. So this is a big achievement that we have done, and it's expensive. The second one was the pressurization of the staircase, and Mr. Sharma said that the Tower 3 is something very unique in the sense that there is a ramp there. So if the ramp is there, the fire ladder may not come there and evacuate the people from the refuge area. So our understanding was that we need to do something very special about the Tower 3 for safety. In case there is a fire hazard, how to evacuate the people. So on the recommendation of the fire department, we said that we pressurize they suggested that we pressurize the staircase so that during the evacuation people can be evacuated because the ladder is not open. And this we completed. But the fire department asked us to put this pressurization in all the
all the towers. And as he said, that we have asked the fire department to waive this. Because it costs roughly like 13 lakhs per tower. So the expense would be something like 80 lakhs it will come. So this we have put in the court of Mr. Jagmohan, who is right now heading the fire department, to waive this part of the thing that we don't do the pressurization of stairways in other towers. I hope we will have some positive result, otherwise we have to suspend this. The other one is the lift integration. You might have noticed that in your tower, if there is a fire alarm, the lift immediately comes down. Now some people have complained about it, but they can't use the lift. But this is mandated by the fire department. It has been done. So please bear with it. Don't panic. Now we have installed auto dialer, which means that if there is a fire, automatically it goes to 6 people who are supposed to take action. The message goes that there is a fire alarm in this particular tower. So they are like say it goes to the main gate, it goes to the security officer, it goes to a friend, it goes to fire officer, and things like that. So they are supposed to take action immediately. So auto dialers have been installed in all the towers. The other one is the smoke detectors. We have roughly about 700 smoke detectors in all the towers. The problem was that it was using a Honeywell type of smoke detector, which is 851 series, that has become outdated. There is no more production of this. So we had two options, either to upgrade to a 951, which would need changing in the control panels. But we have opted for another kind of smoke detector, still Honeywell. But that we have done the setup and tested, and now we are incorporating, which is a less and cost-effective solution that is being implemented. Some of the towers have a new setup. We will also notice that there are now announcements in 3 languages, Bengali, Hindi and English, for all the events. It is already stored there and automatically it operates. So, this is one advantage that we have. Now, mind you, of course, we have applied to the fire department for the NOC, and which had expired on the 31st. Yesterday, we applied for yesterday, and we hope to get this time full NOC. Well, Mr. Jagmohan is there right now. He is the head of the fire department. So, well, I think the fire safety is something is not a one-day affair. It's constantly you have to improve upon it. It doesn't happen in 1 year. I mean, we have to keep on improving. But the most important thing is that you have to be alert in your house. This is very important. And there is no substitute for that. So this is all I would like to say. There are many other things. But really, this is what it is.
So, good update about fire safety measures, which are very much essential. I wish we can do the pressurization of other staircases, but for the fire department and also we have natural circulation. So I think for that purpose, we have made a request for waiver of this condition. And if this waiver is granted, then we'll have saving of around 51 lakhs for this particular thing. So if I come to the total budget, so we have managed almost within the budget despite more outlay in fire and also in equipping this campus in the form of enhanced cameras, boom barriers, etc. There also we have gone a bit higher, but still we could manage. But there are 2-3 things which like this repair of the lobbies of other other towers other than tower 2. We require around, we have estimated, we have now reduced because we have experience, we have reduced this outlay. Other towers as well as XTD tower and the senior citizen lobby also, there will be some lookup. So 31 point is not visible, but I can tell you, so there is a shortage of around 32 lakhs for the lobbies repair. And second is fire 50.88 lakhs. So we expect a waiver, but I cannot say. Basement repair also, basement, a lot of people have said that its repairs have to be enhanced. So we have estimated around 19 lakhs. So total deficit is coming to 86 lakhs after 35 rupees we have collected, including an outlay for fire which is 51 lakhs. So if I assume the waiver will be granted, then 36 lakhs, otherwise 86 lakhs is the deficit. So, but we are committed that we complete all these activities by. So this is a question before now this AGM, whether we use the reserves and whatever saving we'll have in better control and do it, use these activities. So 36 lakhs I think we can manage, but if it is 86 lakh, then we may have to come to the residents for support. So now open for discussion. I'll take questions, and also, this building repair is almost in the completion stage. If any snag is detected, you can report it to the facility team, because we have kept good amount of security deposit from the contractors. And 2-3 good things I tell you, that after this fire, the value of this property has gone up. One flat, swimming pool flat, was sold at 1.40 crores. And 5.4 crores. And ground floor recently Rita has purchased at 1.70 crores. So there is a good enhancement of value of the property. Mr. Kapra is laughing, he must be happy about this. So you will pay more than, but please stay here, don't leave us.
So, Manoj, before I give the mic to the audience for the question for my benefit, you mentioned something, how do we make up the shortfall for basement repair?
Shortfall, basement repair and the lobby repair we can take care of from the saving or past reserves, because that is not a big amount. But if it is fire, then we have to approach the residents. Now it's open for discussion. Sir, lot of questions on this side.
Before releasing security deposit to different vendors, one has to take a defect list from different towers.
Sir, we are circulating messages to report any snag to the facility team, and we will not, after the snag is.
In our tower 2, they painted without putting that granite stone. And when I complained, it was put. But after that, painting work has to be done.
I appreciate, sir, there may be complaints, I don't say, but it has to be reported immediately so that it can be attended and addressed properly.
Another thing, the barrier, whatever we have put, one barrier should be exclusively for the sticker vehicles. And there should not be much more cars and all, exclusively. And one gate should be for the others entry and out.
I think Mr. Pankaj Bose is here. I'll request Mr. Pankaj Bose to address this.
I have seen at Delhi and Bombay flats like this arrangement.
What do you want?
One gate should be exclusively for the sticker.
There is no sticker, but the sticker is only for identification that the vehicles belong to Rosedale Conference. It's all managed by your plate. So we have the most intelligent system in the country. No society complex in Kolkata so far has such advanced analytics analytics system in place.
What I want to suggest, you make one gate exclusively for the speaker.
So we have only 2 gates, right? How can we?
And no other entry should be from from that gate.
We have only 2 gates, right? How can we dedicate one for that speakers one, right? Rosedale ones, you're saying, right?
Yeah.
So we have only 2 gates, right?
The one for exclusively for the Rosedale and one for the.
No, it's not. It's an in and out, right? It's an in gate and there is an out gate. It cannot be like you don't have like.
But I have seen at Bombay and Delhi all exclusively in and out for the Rosedale or whatsoever, and the rest people enjoy the other gate.
Ours is not designed like that. This is the problem.
Everywhere only 2 gates are there.
But still it's a good suggestion, Pankaj. I think we should work on this if it is, but gates are limited.
No, it's not possible.
Everywhere only 2 gates are
That is not available.
Every apartment.
Then same gate will be used for entry and exit, which is a cab, which is not going to work, right? So that's not possible.
I have one question. We are getting such a big amount of budget for the electricity for the power areas. Do we have any plan for going for solar power?
Yes, we have that plan. Mr. Pankaj Bose is working on this to install solar.
So we have already reached out to Tata Solar, just to let you know. So they have shown interest. So initially we surveyed top as well as like senior citizens. So together the generation was around 310 kilowatt, right? So the thing is the 2 options. If we spend upfront ourselves as a capex, then they will do it right? But Tata Solar, in that case, like obviously we have to spend, and that expense comes to around 1.4 crore, right? So such a heavy amount to invest upfront, it may not be feasible at this point of time. So there is another option for Tata Solar, like if it is more than 500 kilowatt, then they will investment and we have to pay it in the
OPEX model. They will charge us. So they will save a lot of, at the moment we are paying 8.50 electricity per unit. So if they agree, it will be around 4.4.
Right.
So 4.5 or 4 maybe.
So for that, I have to have 500 and more, kilowatt and more. So the thing is that let me complete. So the thing is that we have other not citizens, as well as all of our towers we can use it. But right now our towers are designed with the pergola at the top, right? So that can provide a support for the solar panel. But the thing is that will change the aesthetics for the top a little bit. For the top. Now the question is like if you all agree that's an acceptable change, then that gives an excellent opportunity. So we can even generate more than 700 kilowatt. So that will reduce the CAM bill, like electricity bill, common bill, to more than half. Significant savings, like even at 310 kilowatt, our per month saving is around 3 lakhs. Per month saving was 3 lakhs. So think of like we will be saving some around 7 to 8 lakhs per month if we implement solar, right? And if we just allow, you all agree that pergola, installing the solar panel on top of pergola is not much of a deviation, then we can make that happen for us. Okay, so Tata Solar is actually actively reviewing right now.
The saving that you mentioned is over and above the expenditure?
OPEX, talking about OPEX model, investment will be made by Tata, they will build.
Okay. But we have to agree as because it's a change in our aesthetics. So if we have to agree, that approves like installing panel on top of pergola is not much of a deal, then we can make that happen.
It can be done in 1 hour and then
I suggest a formal proposal to be given to the resident. I mean, it's a nice suggestion and a formal proposal should be given. I think that will be.
share it actually. I could not, because of my issues, I could not be part of this. So otherwise, like, we will send a note to the client.
Whole idea, sir. Let's go ahead.
I think we should go ahead.
Somebody can give a drawing or something.
Basically, so one megawatt, that means 1,000 kilowatt. The total area requirement is around 5 crores. So if club and senior citizen can accommodate 300 kilowatt per day. So we are, as Mr. Pankaj has suggested, if we install all the tower roofs, then I think we can be above 500. So the data also they say that minimum 500 kilowatt. So he is working rigorously on that, and I think it will be few days time. There should be a real proposal before us to consider.
So Udayji,
I'm very happy that the money you have collected, 35 rupees per square feet, is well spent, and I won't have any pain on that. But the only when the property prices are really gone up and the society looking good and the living pleasure is there. The only thing is whenever I get down to my garage, and I've complained it earlier also, I've not brought any update, the stinking water flows around my car. And it's very, I mean, irritating to get out the car, and I've not got any update, and you are saying that please report the snag. So when this snag is going to be finished, so much of money is spent, well spent. So please, my humble request, please spend a little bit more and get this. I think in many towers this is happening. And those garages, which are cars which are near to those pumps, I mean the pipes which are leaking, it's a hell of a mess.
So I like this like this. If we have the water seepage in the basement, there are two kind of problems. One seepage is for rainwater. That is, there is an expansion joint between the building roof and the basement roof. There are two different roofs. And the expansion joint, there is a crack there and space has been created, and we have tried to fill it up with grouting, special kind of grouting, which Mr. Subrato Kundu can explain better. And it has been significantly arrested, but still, and the second leakage is out of the pumps, sewage pipes, or maybe the rainwater pipes. The entire rainwater is collected in the basement and then it is sent outside. So that is also a challenge, but we are working on that, and I think we'll be able to do this also, as you have pointed out. Any other thing also, I request everybody, even smallest kind of thing should be reported, and it will be definitely taken care of. That is why we have kept repair budget a bit on higher side, so that we can, these kind of complaints are not in very good taste. Rather, it creates problem for everybody.
I think you are in the knowledge of the problem. Are you sure it is going to be solved?
Yes, I have full knowledge because every complaint there is a system. We go through each and every complaint periodically, daily basis may not be possible because there is a facility team who looks after this. But slowly it comes to us also. We go through each and every complaint.
I spoke to
Is it solvable?
Yes, it is solvable. It is being worked upon. I have Mr. Prashanjit Ghosh, who is facility manager here, and Sudeep Mandal also, he is help desk person. So all the all kind of complaints should be reported to him. And Mr. Prashanjit Ghosh, there is a complaint that it is not being acknowledged.
They are aware.
They are aware of whenever you raise a ticket on my gate, it is immediately, they are aware of. And it is, escalated also. If it is not so, if they don't solve it or it is not closed, then it escalates to the concerned board member who looks after this.
It requires some permanent repair. It doesn't require immediate attention that we can solve immediately. Some infrastructural change has to be done.
I want to say something. Please. See, leakage in the basement area is used. It's not one or two places, all over the place. In front of most of the place. This is an incident I'm telling you. And we are reporting it. I reported to my gate. I got a mail message from the FM. Write it to FM. and help desk. Why? So I have to write separately. I don't need. Listen, let me see.
Put some smart agencies.
Then he said somebody, I get the solution also. Put a elbow end of the pipe. What he has done, the pipe should have been underground. Water should be going to the drain directly. Instead of that, they put a temporary pipe, allow the water to flow on the driveway. I send a photo.
I've seen your complaint, they have put an elbow there.
Now, I can complain, this is not the right solution, this is the elbow you have put loosely. And I found that the elbow was just put it there. I just touched it, it came out. What is this solution? First of all, complain I should do one platform out.
Now you go there, you see huge water is dropping from the overhead, this green line pipe. And this is not first time it's happening. It is happening for last, I have seen it for last winter, last rainy season also, this time also. Every time I complain. But why I have to complain on different platforms? It has to be known to the FM only from one source. It is not the government office. I am not an outsider. I am not a beggar. Okay? They are for our service. See, FM team is supposed to look up to, go around and look into it. Instead of that, I am voting it. Now I am asked, go here, go there. Why is this arrangement like this?
So you
has to be stopped.
You are 100% right. This facility
I don't have time so much of trying to follow up. Even same issue, 4 or 5 times follow up, then only it happens. That should be stopped.
Sir, you have rightly pointed out. I appreciate your concern. So I tell all the residents to raise tickets on my gate only, because my gate is the forum where it is being escalated also, and we also go through it. Sometimes, if the message is on Telegram, it might be missed. So
Hello. Veer, you say my gate. So I can go to that section if I am to be heard. Tower 6. Okay, I am to be heard. Now I am an owner. Can I be heard?
Yes, sir.
Because I was here, I moved there, I was ignored. No. Okay? Now I am an owner, if you want to check. Tower 6, you talk about my gate, right? We raised a ticket to install a driver's fan for Tower 6 in February. My wife and I, we have gone to facilities and reminded them 4 times. Every time say, ho jayega, 2 din mein ho jayega. I met you last week and you said it was going to be done in 2 weeks, 2 days. It's been 1 week. My driver had a heat stroke. So we are here and you talk about acoustics. It's very funny. Now there is a driveway being repaired and we as owners of Tower 6 have to exit through the side entrance. It stinks. Water is coming out of the toilet, right? There's no tap, the doors are broken. When I exit, my children have to go, they'll catch a disease. I've lived in Europe, I've lived in Delhi, I've lived in Bombay, I've lived in the US. I've never seen anything like this. And you talk about spending money on acoustics, it's a joke. When can I be heard? Can you give me a date, please, sir?
I'll give a date.
I think this is a complaint for Tower 6 which is coming out. Manoj da.
No.
Manoj
Here also.
You have noted down his... I have one point to say. Flat number. Manoj Bhaiya. The car washers, they need access to water pipeline in the basement for the car washing. Has anyone thought about it?
पहले तो मैं ये कहना चाहता हूँ, आपके जो ऊपर वाले फ्लोर हैं, टॉप फ्लोर, रूफटॉप इज क्लोज्ड, विच इज द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग फॉर फायर सेफ्टी. आप कौन सी मशीन लगा रहे हो, क्या कर रहे हो, उसका कोई मतलब नहीं है. जब तक आपका रूफटॉप खुला नहीं है, यू आर पुटिंग पीपल टू द डेंजर. दिस इज द फैसिलिटी हैज टू इंश्योर. आपको अगर फेंसिंग लगानी है, कोई छलांग मार लेगा, that is your thinking. please think about this thing, because rooftops have to be opened. Because in case of emergency, if there is a fire on the 10th floor, तो कहाँ जाएगा आप? मान लीजिए, वैसे तो I feel safe because the other things are there close by. उसको सोचिए और उसके ऊपर में आपको क्या फेंसिंग करना है, क्या करना है. भाई अगर कोई छलांग मारने जा रहा है वो तो बालकनी से भी मार सकता है, ये वो है, उसका तो कोई इलाज है नहीं है. और अगर आप करना चाहते हो और सेफ करना चाहते हो, लेकिन दैट शुड बी ओपन. आपके दोनों दरवाजे एक दिन में गया तो वो ऊपर में बंद हैं कि बच्चे आ जाएंगे, ये हो जाएगा, वो हो जाएगा. देन यू टेक एडिक्वेट सेफ्टी एंड सिक्योरिटी. दैट इज द फर्स्ट थिंग यू हैव टू डू. द सेकेंड विच my friend has raised the point that there are a lot of people which are coming to the place and their bathrooms are really stinking on the ground floor, that driver facility. Because many of the people who are coming to work here also are using those toilets only. So the load on these toilets is tremendous. So you have to do something. You charge us, do whatever you want to do, but they have to be in A1 shape. If they need some readjustment or whatever you need to do, please do it, because that's not only being used by the driver. ये जो बाकी भी बंदे आते हैं वो भी जो है कोई डिलीवरी देने आया, अब वहाँ पे तो कोई बंदा बैठा नहीं हुआ जो उनको रोकेगा या रेगुलेट करेगा. So there is a lot of issue on this thing. So the moment you come on the ground floor, there is a serious problem. I think that needs to be looked into by the society on priority, because the load is so much. So you take care of that. And whatever you have said about the other waivers and other, since I am an interested party, I have got the file prepared. I think they should have the waiver shortly and should not be an issue. We are working out naturally ventilated and other explanations which are there. I think that should be true. Right now, I'm an interested party. I don't know whether my additional charge will continue after election. So that will be ready for them to take on to the next meeting. But you see, these issues are taken care of. And I also take the opportunity to compliment the, we have so many issues with the society and all. The kind of work you people have been doing, I just compliment you. The way you have finished the repairing work, which has added value to the property of each one of us. We are proud of the work done by you. And maintenance, security is so good. No one can come in without your permission and all, which is a huge thing for the safety of the people who are residents, who are living. It's a very peaceful society. So whatever you have been doing, the great job you have been doing, because there will always be complaints when you are in a management position. Some people will always be unhappy. There are reasons for that. But I think you are doing a tremendous job taking out the time for the society. And please, we will be a happy community. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Jagmohan sir. Man,
Any other questions on maintenance?
There is one.
There. Some.
What?
My beloved friends and respected all gentlemen, may I draw your attention to the fact that I have been facing for the last 25 days. Though it is my personal case, but it is the problem of the Rosedale all flat owners. This is the CPS problem. The CPS problem which I am facing, I have drawn the attention of the FM. Tired heart and soul. But smoke. Now water are flowing. What shall I tell all the Rosedale residents? You do not use the AC machine because it will start the big serious problem. It will create serious problem which the residents of the Rosedale are facing for the years after years. So I have come here, but FM office has tried heart and soul, but they failed. And we both spouse living in 9D residence, not to 9D, all are patients. We cannot use the toilet for the last 25 days. So, I will request all of you, I will draw your attention so that I may overcome this situation as immediate effect. And it is expected from the members and board members that they will take necessary action. I have already drawn some of the members, the attention of some of the members. They are trying it. I am very much glad that they have taken the initiatives at least. And I expect that they will complete the problem, they will solve the problem as soon as possible. This is my earnest request for which I have come and draw your attention.
Mr. Basu, I am dealing with that with you. Mr. Basu. I am the person you're dealing with in this. Now, the situation in your bathroom is such, there were multiple leaks from multiple places over multiple days. So, one problem was fixed, then the other one occurred. The other one was fixed, yet there was a leakage in another area. This kept on. Now, I understand it is extremely frustrating for you, but you also need to appreciate the fact. You can't hear me?
He has some difficulty in picking up. So you can answer.
If he can't hear me, then there's no point in my telling every. Yeah, I don't need to make this.
No, ठीक है छोटा सीपेज is a common list.
मैं ना को तो बोलो.
Yeah.
ठीक है अच्छा बोल चीट.
Yep. I think a lot of questions have already been asked. First, I would like to compliment the entire team for the excellent work done for the badminton court, the repair part, whatever we have seen outside. And also the swimming pool has been for the last 2 years very well maintained. So thanks to all of you for that. As residents and users, we have enjoyed that. Now coming to the couple of issues, I think we have been discussing a lot of repair work, where fundamentally I find the issue is with the money. So the question which has been raised by Tarunavada in the beginning itself, that was the status of NCLT. I think that will solve a lot of our problems. 2.98 to 3.1 or whatever that is one part. Second question which you, Manoj, you very well clarified that Tower 2 lobby was done at 7.54 lakhs and then we ran out of money and nothing has been done for the other towers. So if we can have a clear-cut timeline by when the others will be finished and what is the budget we are proposing for each tower. Because I have just given you a reference example, just because this happened about 2 months back. In Gurgaon, one of my offices, I did the entire refurbishing of our regional office. It was about 1800 square carpet area. The cost came 6.2 lakhs, including the furnitures. And it's not right on the forum to put up this kind of the photographs. So whatever I've seen in Tower 2 compared to that, the work which we have done in our office is much better, aesthetically and overall also. So I will expect that if we can have a proper discussion on that, because a significant amount of money is involved. So if it's in 6.2 in Gurgaon, if it can be done, I assume it can be done in Calcutta also. So that was the second part. And third part, like the very simple thing I've been seeing that along with the tower lobby, this, what do you call the canopy, it's been missing for long. 2 days back, my driver got hurt, somebody from Tower 3 or something. So it's not only about the rain part, it's also a safety part. Fortunately, so far no untoward incidents have happened, but a lot of senior citizens stay here. So we enter and exit through the main area only. So if the canopies can be at least put in place, because this has been pending for more than 2 years. So these three major issues I would expect the management to look into it and respond. Thanks. Yeah, the canopy part, when you enter it, the driver, somebody threw a bottle, a small bottle. So
Thank you. Any other questions?
So there are a few things, sir.
So please tell your name and.
Yeah, hi, this is Anand Kapoor. I'm from the Executive Tower. So I had a few questions.
Bit louder, sir.
So one of the things which I wanted to suggest was that I understand the increase in the expenditure is on account of the transformers and DG sets. So I was just Googling what is the average time span in which they need to be replaced. So it came out to around 20-25 years. So why are we worrying about it right now? Maybe we can do a correct assessment of that one. Second thing, I have been experiencing, there was a point which was raised related to the bureaucracy which is creeping in. So I see with MyGate there are a lot of things wherein I am supposed to provide a proof as an owner that I'm the owner, this is my parking, I have a swimming pool membership and all these things. Whereas the finance management, they already have all these details. So why can't they use their own records to verify these things instead of us trying to come up with a proof every time for all these activities? So in community living, I think keeping things simple and enjoyable should be one of the focus areas. I understand that we need to have compliances, but in addition to the compliances, there should be a proper record which should be there with all the securities or all the departments which are there. The third thing was on account of the solar, solar installations. So there were two proposals which were given. One is that we either invest full, or the second proposal is that we go and let the company invest on that. Can there be a third proposal wherein we look at a roadmap of around 5 to 10 years, something like that, and we keep investing so that another company cannot arm twist us with the prices escalation going forward? So these are three things which I wanted to suggest.
I think I will take one part of the question. You asked three questions. So only on the verification part. So that's something, there has been a jump as we have entered this summer vacation. And I see a lot of, our children, they invite their friends. It is very difficult for our security people to, identify who are the owners and who are the visitors. So it's primarily from the safety aspect, because the security keeps changing. They keep rotating. Very difficult for them to, identify the owners. So please don't take it as an offense. It is purely for, secure usage of the property. That's all.
Start introducing bureaucracy onto all the areas, okay? Then that enjoyment of being in a community will be lost. And there are ways in which you can have identification. So you would have identification by face, or you would be having identification records everywhere. So they can be made available, and I think that just solves the problem. Instead of us carrying an identity everywhere and, hey, I'm Anand Kapoor, this is my parking, and then I'll reach out. If I don't have a, then we need to give a sale deed to someone, okay, which is a third party. So where is my privacy of my data records? So I'm giving out my sale deed to everyone. That does not really account.
No. So just to conclude on this part, so we'll connect separately on this, Mr. Anand. But only for the club we are requesting this. This was exempt up till now. Only now we have started socializing and making it. Making people aware that please get your ID card done, but only for the club. Rest of the other places, I think it is a one-time exercise. If you are moving in, I know if the identity proof, etc., like my ownership paper, etc., you can mute those sentences which are sensitive to you. For example, the price, etc., those kind of things. But then it's all to ensure that if they are issuing a sticker or registering, it is only to the rightful owner. It is a one-time exercise. If it has been missed, we can deal with it. But it should not be a repetitive thing that every time you have to come and show that I am the owner. So that should not be the case.
So, So, the questions of drivers, repairs of drivers' toilet, which is already been included. And as I told you earlier, and a few other members have also said that that one toilet was used by maybe 100, 150 people because repairs were going on. This repair crews were there, and load of drivers. Every tower has 86 flats. So 86 flats means almost 80 drivers, or maybe 70 drivers. They were using that. So we have to find a permanent solution also, because earlier, the commode was there. So, and it was in very shabby condition, so commode was removed and the Indian style toilets were installed there. So that is, the problem which is under our consideration and in the budget also, and we expect to start in a week's time. So this problem will find a solution, because there is no place for 2-3 toilets, otherwise we could have done that. So one toilet in, say, if you travel by train, you see that 72 people using 4 toilets, and the toilet, after some while the toilets are filthy. It is, so, and there are all kind of people travel, elite class also. In AC compartments, I found that after 1 or 2 hours, the toilets are not worthy of use. But the problem is we have to take it sportingly and we have to sort it out. So initially the repair will be completed in, I think, June, number 1. Number 2 is the awning, which Manakoda has indicated. This awning is also planned, and it will start I think within June, July, before this rain, we will complete the awning. Number 2. And about the NCLT later, there are other issues also. And about the lobby repair. So lobby repair, now we have pruned the budget to around 30 lakhs for remaining 5 towers, executive tower and the senior citizen tower. That also we will start. The budget is around 30 lakhs. So as I told you, there is a shortage of 36 lakhs. Because it was not included in the earlier budget. Budget also will find, and personally, if fire waiver, if we get, then we will not approach residents for any further contribution. We'll manage within this.
So will that, Manoj, include the furnitures also of the lobby, or it's?
Yeah, furniture refurbishing of the existing sofa. And there are suggestions that instead of this sofas, you install new sofa where, instead of 1 plus 1 plus 2.
Do we float a tender for this? Like, how are we allocating that somebody else will be doing tower?
We already, our consultant and architect plus interior, they are working on this, and then we'll invite quotation, which is a system, at least 3-4 quotation will.
3-4 quotation, if can be circulated to at least to the larger 48 members.
Why not? If once,
because you see, I can be circulated. Gurgaon, we assume the perception is Gurgaon is costlier than Calcutta. So today when you raised it, I was a little surprised. I was just checking my mail. I found our entire cost is 6.12 lakhs, whereas here it's 7.54 lakhs. And in Gurgaon, it's much better than. Aap kabhi bhi aiye, Ashish, I think, is traveling to Gurgaon. You can come and see our office. It's fantastically done in 6.2 lakhs.
Oh, okay. Yeah. One more suggestion he is pointing out, whether we follow the tower 2 lobby model or we have different for every tower. Acha, fair, okay. Then we'll make a 3D presentation as well as the cost estimates, and we'll share it with all the resident owners for their suggestion.
So every tower will have a different design, or the tower 2 lobby, not only.
So what you guys are suggesting, every tower should have their own kind of unique identity, unique theme? No, the same, it's the same? Same for everybody. So then what we have to do is we have to again do the design and circulate, right?
A better look, even if
we cannot hear everybody.
And you should ask the opinion by raising the hand. I think that would be a better option. And my simple second request is...
One second. Let me ask this question.
Can we have plastic cards for the club? Because you have that paper, shabby looking, this thing. If that could be changed. You
Which
give plastic card like the club cards are there.
Yeah.
And you make entries at the back which look very shabby. So I request that should be done. And raise the hand, that will give you an idea whether they want different or same.
Yeah. So I think that's a good way. So thing is that, like, repeating the question again. First question is like, if you have seen the Tower 2 lobby, is that the design you guys approve?
No, every lobby has different design, but same type of quality expenditure.
Show of hands.
Same cost of quality expenditure.
I want to speak.
Okay, speak.
Please let the Tower 2 lobby stay as it is. The other towers will be synchronized. It will be simple, but not like Tower 2. That doesn't mean that there won't be any synchronization. And this time, information should reach every BOM member, unlike the other two towers,
So I think,
the Tower 2 lobby.
I think Pankaj's question, just to clarify.
But Pankaj's question was, sir, please listen for a while. So, 1 second सुन लीजिए. So the Pankaj question was whether we have same kind of design and model for the all 5 plus 2 lobbies, or we have different for each tower. That is the question.
Different for each, but the expenditure cost and the quality should be similar. It should not be inferior.
Okay.
Because
Similar to what?
a similar look, aesthetic should be the look will be different. Even in your flat, every room don't have same interior. You have a different interior, but the quality and the cost should be the better or same.
He is of the opinion
For different kind of design.
If I go on Tower 2, if I go on Tower 3 and Tower 6, see same thing, it is bottom.
Hold on. Give it to Mr.
One of the option is all
Hello?
towers have different look. That's what he suggests.
No,
So how many suggest? How many?
I don't agree with that. I think it should have a uniform look. I think it should have a uniform look.
So,
raise the hand, na?
No.
You raise hand.
Wait, Pankaj. I think we will.
Sir, one at a time, otherwise we'll lose the thread. We will one person at a time, otherwise we'll lose the thread.
Let me try and.
We are trying to come to a balloon turn over the balloon.
No. What I was saying is that it would be better if there was a uniform look in all the 5 towers. Yeah.
Let him first complete.
It's a uniform look.
Uniform look.
And
so the question is uniform look or different look? So for uniform look, please raise the hands.
Uniform look. So he is saying Tower 2 look should be followed every tower. So okay. वो ज़्यादा है. इसके लिए permission.
ठीक है, अभी करते हैं. So I think this is a sleep, please. No. I think this is a very important decision. It has wider implications. So better, I suggest that we invite a poll on MyGate. We invite a poll on MyGate ki whether we keep uniform or different.
No. Poll is not. This is for AGM.
No, AGM permits poll.
No. Take the phone.
So the proposal from Manoj ji is that we will not be able to solve it here. Why don't we go the polling route through MyGate? We put all these questions. And just to clarify, Tower 2 is done. It is not going to be changed after this. But then the common sense here is that we are not going to replicate that in other towers. Correct? So, but then there are further suggestions. Some people want it different in the remaining towers. Some people want it uniform. So let us go through that polling route in the MyGate only for the remaining towers. Right? So can we take a thumbs up for having a poll on this? Do we all agree?
But the question is 3. One is whether it should be uniform like Tower 2. Another is...
Again to clarify.
Let me phrase the question. One is uniform to Tower 2. Second is except not like Tower 2 but uniform in all. Third is
Got it. Taken. Point taken.
New dimension.
There's one more option that the existing setup is further enhanced by fresh painting, doing up the post boxes, doing all that at a much lower cost. That is also an option. That is part.
So existing setup
Sir, painting is part of the renovation which is going on. It was covered. I understand. So, that is why it has been kept pending for the decision on the refurbishment or doing lobbies. That is why it has been kept pending. Otherwise, we would have finished pending and the normal repair, what is wear tear. Sir, first we obtain a suggestion for uniform, different, three, as he suggested, three options we give, and for the highest suggestion we take, the 3D view and the estimates that will also be circulated. It may delay the things by 1 or 2 months because we have to take, and then, according to the decision we plan something out. But
So one suggestion.
Agreed. So it may be delayed for 2-3 months.
A small.
But I commit that before puja we will be finishing it.
Oh, good. So one suggestion. Hello. One important suggestion. Like he said.
Jaldi kariye sir, because they are the agenda, very big agenda, and time is also.
Not the lobby. I'm talking about the cards. See, now is not cards anymore. If you want to activate the club, it's digital cards on mobile. So even if children are using, you have to work out that method. You can't have 6. No. Club membership, if you want to activate. Exactly. It will be a scan. Here, so if it's a QR code, nobody needs that.
ठीक है, अभी उस पे आ जाइए.
Lift you are saying? Yes. Lift? For the basement lift. Basement lift. For the basement lift.
Taradari, within 1 minute you have to finish.
Yeah.
Balloon, key suggestion. Mike balloon.
Now the suggestion is that, from the basement, it is anybody and everybody is accessible to all the towers. And it's not working. From the basement, everybody and anybody can access and go to any of the towers. And then it is very difficult for the security people to trace out whosoever has gone up and whosoever is coming down. But if there is a boom barrier or through any of the system, either through fingerprinting or through QR code, the lift...
To enhance the security, yeah, you have a valid point.
Because in the
this is basically to enhance the security. If some kind of card can be introduced, so definitely, suggestion. Any suggestion, please, ma'am.
Hello.
Please.
Yeah, I just have one thing. It's not...
Closely.
Okay, I just have one thing. It's to do with the garbage disposal. I know that we're spending a lot of money.
I'll repeat the question.
I know there's a lot of renovation work. Garbage disposal, because we have to do prevention. So I just want to say one thing. It's to do with the garbage disposal, because even though a lot of money is being spent and the place looks beautiful, I think we have to also do some prevention work that the place remains looking as beautiful as it does. And I think the garbage disposal is a huge problem, because where the driver's toilet is just there, I was told to put the garbage, but then you can't just leave it there. There should be some containers, even where we then put the garbage, so that our everything looks as beautiful as it is at the moment.
Thank you. So the point that she was trying to make is that everything, while all the housekeeping work is good, but there is a concern that the garbage, when it is collected from all the flats and it is stored next to the side gate of each tower, which is not very good for all the domestic help and drivers who are coming in. So we may have to look at the frequency at which we take it out. We do have one, and there is a big truck which comes to collect all of these collected garbage. But I think what you are pointing to is that the period for which it remains in front of the tower, that probably makes the place stinking. So we'll note that point.
हेलो, एक प्रॉब्लम है एग्जीक्यूटिव टावर के लिए कि थोड़ा सा भी बारिश होने से ना सामने गेट पे इतना पानी माने इकट्ठा हो जाता है कि उसके लिए थोड़ा सा या तो एग्जीक्यूटिव टावर गेट मेन गेट के सामने में तो उसका थोड़ा देखना पड़ेगा।
टावर 6 जी एक तो बोलना था, हेलो बोलना था, ये हम लोग क्लब चार्जेस में जाते हैं तो ये इलेक्ट्रिसिटी के लिए हर टाइम 10 रुपया 20 रुपया करके जो है, इसको क्या कुछ उसको कंसीडर किया जा सकता है?
So I'll take. So in the last. So. बोल दो।
अच्छा, हम लोग ये आरजीयूसी हम लोग के लिए एक तो सेपरेट बनाया गया हम लोग के लिए कमेटी, तो उसमें क्या होता है हम लोग जो ये सब्सक्रिप्शन ये सब जो हम लोग कलेक्ट करते हैं तो उसमें हम लोग का जीएसटी हम लोग का उसमें कट जाता है, तो ये कुछ उसके लिए कुछ प्रोविजन हम लोग के लिए बन सकता है या एक तो कोई अलग बॉडी बना सकते हैं जिसमें हम लोग जीएसटी अलग रहे, तो हम लोग का साल का सोच लीजिए 4.5 लाख रुपए हम लोग जीएसटी में चला जाता है पूरा कट के, तो उसके लिए कुछ सोच सकते हैं कि हम लोग के लिए जिससे ये पूरा 4.5 लाख रुपया हम लोग को अगर मिले तो उसमें कुछ अच्छा हम लोग काम करके दिखा सके आरजीयूसी वाले लोग।
Manoj, before you answer, I know you will give a answer.
No, I'll make an announcement. It is good announcement. So
that announcement, I'll leave it to you. The only part, I think we discussed this part about RGUC being registered, getting registered as a separate body, plus how do we circumvent paying of GST. We all had taken a decision that we will fully remain compliant. We will not take an evasive.
Still, Anandji will.
But if there are ways legally,
we'll explore.
We'll explore.
So,
yeah.
So I forgot. Actually, there is an announcement by BOM in the last meeting. I have considered that lighting charges from the people or the kids who are playing is waived now. There will not be any charges of electricity if somebody plays tennis or whatever, tennis, basketball or badminton inside or maybe TT, etc. But there is a rider if AC is, AC is put on, then the AC charges will be incurred. But every time if we have to pay 100 rupees electricity charges, this is waived from 1st of June.
1st of June, yeah.
1st of June. And also there is a rider that this will be seen for next 6 months. If any misuse is there, then situation may be reviewed.
Yeah, so there is a SOP that we are going to advise to.
SOP will advise that, okay, and if AC is on, then you have to pay charges. Electricity, there will be no charges. You can announce in the kids, because kids, every day complaints.
So you stop paying money to your kids if they are still taking from today on. Yeah.
So to sum up, the complaint part.
Sorry, just one quick one I want to.
Half a minute or 30 seconds.
Half a minute.
Okay.
Firstly, huge commendation to all of you for the good work. Last 1 year, we've really 1 or 2 years have been great. We've seen all the major improvements inside, especially nobody mentioned the garden. The garden has been so beautifully kept and the landscape has improved, every month after month. We are very, very thankful to whoever in your committees looking after the garden as well as the outsourced vendor. From my side, just 2 suggestions quick. If we can have, which doesn't cost much money, if we can have some road markings on the speed breakers that we have within the complex, because even when walking, we sometimes stumble on those speed breakers. They don't have any road markings on them. and this won't cost money. Second is that the entrance to the ramps are not painted. So whilst all our buildings are this thing, if that painting could be done for all the entrance to the ramps, thanks.
So to address this, the painting of ramps is already part of the basement repair. After repair, it will be painted nicely with the existing colors. So, and the other thing you mentioned about speed breakers, etc., will be well. Yes, surely. And you know, this meeting is being recorded. It is online also, and it is being recorded. So the board members will definitely go through each and every suggestion, every complaint, and will try to address as soon as possible. Because you know, delay is also a thing which is not liked by. So earlier JLL was our facility manager, but we replaced with OCS, and I think OCS is doing a good job. But still there is, improvement is required everywhere. So we'll try to be perfection, to near perfection, if not perfection to the fullest. We'll try to definitely. So I think this sums all, and now Anandji, come to the legal side, which is a contentious issue, and everybody I think is waiting for that. So now every resident, they had paid 7.50 rupees per square feet. Tarunavada to Shunen in Apnar Christian Tachila first station. So every resident had paid rupees 50 per square feet to the builders, and it total amount comes to the tune of around 7.40 crores. So 7.40 crores was pending to be received from the builder, and the first BOM was formed in 2019 July, and the BOM was trying very hard to bring this money back, but everything the builders were delaying on some pretext or another. And in 2020, one of the resident, he actually filed a complaint with competent authority that this BOM has not been properly elected through virtual means. It was through online voting. So there also, there were some hiccups, and the builder were trying to take advantage of the situation that, you are not proper BOM or like that. So ultimately, after taking proper legal advice, there were two options left with this BOM or this association, that either we file a recovery suit in local courts, district courts, which would have been a very long process, and it has its own time consummation, etc. So the legal advice was to file a insolvency proceeding against the company under IBC 2016. So the application was filed, and the application came to be admitted in 2022, and the process of insolvency resolution is there. One RP is appointed, and RP invites the bid for any takers of the company. So for this company there were 4 bids received. One was Assam Valley, then one is Argo Food Products, and one was for some I'm forgetting the name, some builder. So, and fourth resolution application was filed by this association to take care of any eventuality. If nobody is coming, then this association will take up. So this one Assam Valley's resolution plan was approved by this AGM, and the total plan was around 10 crore rupees cash payment, and then transfer of some assets. So it was totaling to around 20 crore rupees totality. So this after approval of the COC is basically comprised by this association. 97-98% is COC is held by this association, and 2% are of some individuals. So the COC approved this plan, and this plan was placed before the authorities for approval. So in the meantime, the RP did include two flats occupied by the race file director as well as shareholder of the company, Mr. Shamal Sarkar. One is Tower 4 GB and Tower 6 13A. But this Shamal Kanti Sarkar, he filed an application with the adjudicating authority that my flats have been wrongly included by the RP. Then RP also filed a reply that he has not paid a single paisa for these flats. This is an occupation only, so this will come to this should company, and the plan which was approved, Assam Valley, in their plan it is a pass-through item to the association. The association will take these flats and by auction or whatever, they will appropriate this. So for this, the applicant, Mr. Shamal Kanti Sarkar, after this application, the resolution applicant Assam Valley has filed, they have also filed an application to withdraw the plan. They say that, this was not told to us, and RP has not told us this situation, but the RP as well, it is in the information memorandum of the company, it is well told, and in their plan also they have dealt with this. They have said that this asset will be passed through to the association for onward selling or doing whatever it is. So it is under consideration, and next date is 28th of June, because at this moment the courts are under vacation, and after that 28th June there should be some adjudication on this point. But I can tell you that around 15 to 16 crores have already been secured by the courts. So there is no worry. And process is a bit delayed, but we'll be getting whatever around 16 plus crores. And when the adjudication is decided, then we'll again come to the AGM for, everything. Hanji. Yeah, the money, whatever we get, then it has to be approved. This will be part of corpus, so without AGM's approval, not a single penny can be spent by the Board of Managers from that money. June अभी जो है next date है, I think June and July it will be sorted out. Adjudication will be there. ₹16 crores basically the court have secured. This Rosedale developers, they had transferred around ₹6 crores in non-convertible debentures to a company in Delhi, and that company also got admitted, and there is a judgment passed already. 5 crores out of 6, 5 crores will be paid to Rosedale. So that order is there. So 5 plus Shama, there is a flat in Tower 1 ground floor that is around 1.7 and 83 car parking spaces. So this is around 7 plus 2 plus 5, 9 plus 5, 14. And if Shamal Kanti Sarkar flat, if I include, then it will be more than 18 to 19 crores. That already have been decided by the court. The money has been deposited also. So it is secured. I'll say that 15 to 16 crores already secured as, lesser side. Otherwise it may increase 18 to 19 because the flats will be sold, I don't know at what rate. Yeah, Radiant Casting basically is a company based out of Delhi, and this Rosedale developer, after this application was filed, they transferred a sum of ₹6 crore to Radiant Casting, which was a clandestine transfer in, say, 0.1% non-convertible debentures of 10 years. So, but that Radiant Casting and our resolution professional, he filed a claim that this 6 crore belonged to to Rosedale developer. So it should come back. So Delhi court has already decided, but the amount they have reduced from 6 crores to 5 crores. And also to add up, the forensic auditor, there was a forensic auditor of this Rosedale developer. There the forensic auditors have reported fraud of around 100 crores. So that, and he has filed an application also against the directors and other people to bring back those. So that is under consideration, not yet been adjudicated. So I don't know what will be fate of that, but that is not adjudicated as of now. 100 crores. 107 crores precisely. 107 crores precisely. हाँ यस नहीं एक अभी सुप्रीम कोर्ट का एक रूलिंग है कि अगर फ्रॉड का कोई पैसा आता है तो क्रेडिटर्स सिक्योर्ड क्रेडिटर्स एंड द सीओसी मेंबर्स विल हैव अ राइट ऑन दैट दिस इज अ बट यू नो इट्स अ वेरी लेंथी लीगल प्रोसेस आई डोंट नो हाउ द फ्रॉड विल बी एडजुडिकेटेड So this is all about, and then you know there are some other legal cases which are going on. One is Rosedale Plaza. Actually, the Rosedale developers. हाँ जी. अच्छा. But you know, proof of pudding is in eating. Let us first get the funds, and then only we expect tali or appreciation, acclamation. No, let us, as I said, that proof of pudding is in eating. Let the money first come, and then we'll have a celebration kind of thing, and Hanji. And the other cases are basically there is a case going on against Rosedale Plaza. There are two aspects. One is selling by the developer to a private party, the Rosedale Plaza, which is around 18,216 square feet. So that also RP has, the forensic auditor has commented or reported that this is not a proper transaction because this was a common property. It was not meant for sale. But still it has been sold, diminishing value of the property. So he said this transaction should be cancelled per se in the audit report, and the RP has filed a case against in NCLT to adjudicate this. This is number one. And apart from 18,000 square feet, the person has occupied around 47,000 square feet of area by putting a fencing in inside, and all, the kiosk or the construction which you find like Pizza Hut, recently Momo and the Dosa Coffee, they are basically on common land. So there is a case going on against that. So there was a decision by Calcutta High Court which is not a proper decision. There, there were two plans. One plan sanctioned by HIDCO in 2007 and another was 2011 by NKDA. So the court said that 2007 plan is also a plan, so it should also be looked into. Against that order, we have filed an appeal in division bench, and there is an order of status quo, and the division bench is also very soon going to hear this and adjudicate whatever is this. So this is one more case which is going on, which is being faced by us. So July is the date for hearing, but if 2-3 years hearings are there, then this year may be consumed again. Puja holidays are there. You know the legal system, how it works. Yes. हाँ जी. हाँ, अगर वो आ गया तो सही बात है, एसी भी फ्री हो जाएगा. कैम तो देखिए फ्री हो तो अच्छा बात है. अगर कैम फ्री हो तो वी स्ट्राइव फॉर दैट कि no, if you go through the prospectus of brochure of this Rosedale when it was first sold, it says that it will be having cam free or lesser cam because this income of commercial property will be used for meeting common expenditure, but it did not happen like that. So anyway, we have to be, because when it is with legal authorities, we just cannot comment on that, what has happened. Our contention, but courts have to take a decision. We are not. Any other question on this? किसका? वो भी उसके गैसिफिकेशन है. Any other point? हाँ, Bengal gas have already started registration and supplying also. Like in my flat, I am taking from Bengal gas, and the cost has reduced to around 70%. Earlier, if it is 1,000, now 700. For me, I don't know the others, but they are in the process of installing. Hanji? हाँ, you can continue. You can have your cylinder and you can हाँ.
नहीं pipe.
For the timing it will continue, but ultimately the aim is to do away with that. Ultimately Bengal gas. Ajay, एक और request आज जैसे आया है from some residents to have a worship place like small temple or that in our campus. So for that I think either we float common poll or we approve this, and broad outline is basically CAM money or this corpus money cannot be used for this purpose. It has to be crowd-funded. If somebody has to contribute, and even the running maintenance of the temple also requires something, and this is a very, issue is very contentious and no, outsiders will not be. This will be, if it is approved, then Only society temple, no, and it have all kind of deities. पोल डाल देते हैं इसके लिए एक. We can have a poll on this. And after the poll we have to take permission from the authorities also, because yes, sure.
Okay, in the manifesto that we floated, the temple is okay, but in the manifesto that we floated, there was also talk of a dog park inside the complex. So we should also speak about that.
Okay, why not? Dog park for pets only, no? Okay. So that, the pets can be taken. Even somebody was suggesting that outside dog park we adopt and we do proper maintenance or like that, just outside the gate.
I have a suggestion. We can have one masala, then we can have all the cow's milk from all the cows.
Sir, this is a very serious issue. Let us not opine. Very contentious. Let us not opine. Give personal opinions on guy, बैल, ये सब जो चीजें हैं. So these actually we have to.
So Manoj, I think this issue which you brought up, this requires a wider discussion. As I see, there are mixed views. Not very easy topic to deal with. So I think we need more deliberation, more discussions before we actually float a poll. And there are questions, suggestions.
The few people which have suggested construction of this temple, broadly they say that this will be built out of crowdfunding.
That is
of Rosedale, not outsiders. It will not be a sponsored thing. Anybody can contribute ₹1 or more, whatever as per his choice.
That is the funding.
Number one. Number two.
That is the funding part of it.
No, I'm telling you, and then it will have, for wider society, it will cater all, all the deities, whatever suggestion. And it will be a place, where people can sit, they can have their, say, prayers or maybe kirtan or like that. So this is, and they have suggested a place between executive tower and senior citizen. That also requires confirmation from both the buildings, like it should not be a disturbance to them. Yes, and it requires.
Yeah, that's what is my question. Now, you are taking that land from our, you will have to take the consent from us also.
Exactly.
Now, which deity?
Each and every person.
I may not believe in Rama, I may not believe in Shiva, I may be a Krishna Bhakta. So how will you decide? Either it should be Advaita, that only Om will be there, or so it is.
No, if it is there, ma'am, it will be having a Shiva kind Shivling, and then Radha Krishna, and then
cannot be
Durga or Kali also will be there.
It's
you
a
know,
small place.
But 3-4 deities will be there.
So it is. I think we should handle the bigger issues first.
Okay. The suggestion is this is open for discussion. We'll further discuss, and if required, we'll discuss in the BOM, and if required, we'll take a poll on that. That is, I think, the better. We will actually take this issue to the BOM, and after BOM decides, we'll.
I have a suggestion. Can we explore the scope of having a rainwater harvesting system in Rosedale?
No, we already have a rainwater harvesting system. Just behind Tower 6, there is a rainwater tank is there. You can inspect. We already have it, rainwater, and it is being used also. The rainwater is used also. We harvest. Yes, sir, please. Yes, no, if you install, the proper boom barriers and with the proper camera. I think accident prone may not be. There are cars. To me, it appears that this, I think after proper deliberation, if it can be implemented, it should be. But again, this issue we'll discuss in the BOM meeting, and if found proper and okay. Even I have heard that the Uber drivers, they say that, oh, you come to gate, and if I have to 1 kilometer and 2 kilometer extra I incur. That this is the. Yes, Tarunada, you are right, because one Uber driver was telling me that, oh, try. Sir, हाँ सेठिया जी भी कुछ बोलना चाह रहे हैं.
Tower 5 back side repairing.
हाँ जी.
Tower 5 back side repairing generator.
जनरेटर साइड, हाँ ठीक है, वो करवा रहे हैं. Okay, we'll take it. Whatever question suggestions have come in this meeting will be reviewed, because this is a recorded meeting. अच्छा, एंट्री टाइम 2 से 9:30, 2 से 9:30, पीछे वाला 10 बजे तक एंट्री. नहीं, 9 बजे बंद कर देता है. नहीं, 9 बजे बंद कर देता है. नहीं. पंकज दा 9 बजे बंद कर देता है. That he can make it open in the.
Manoj ji, ये question is not with. हाँ, 24 घंटा का वो. See, it is.
चल सकता है. हाँ, नहीं, उसमें हमारा जो NPR हो जाएगा तो वो काम तो कर सकते हैं. NPR हो जाए, और ये जो सजेशन है, जो मेरे ख्याल से तो आउट के लिए भी हो जाना चाहिए. I personally feel, but again personal. And personal use are different and with the combined use may be different.
Manoj, the only thing about exit from that gate, not exit, allowing it for running 24 hours is the security manning. Right now we are running on optimized security personnel, and it would have its own ramification if we make it 24-hour operational. It's not only the boom barrier gate going up and down, it's about the security manning as well. So we have to keep that into account.
I think we'll take in the next BOM and will, if it is feasible, sir.
Yeah, that was one.
I tell you this. If power is power supply is off by the department, by the utility company, DISCOM, then generator starts automatically, and the lead time is around 45 seconds. In 45 seconds, it automatically started. But here the problem, which is not supply, problem is tripping of the transformers, for which some repairs have been considered. So for that, because power is not going, so generator is not receiving that kind of message, so it starts immediately.
But this needs to be explored. You see, there are a lot of other societies where you don't even feel it. Like, I don't know about Uniworld, at least in Highland Park and at least in Gurgaon where I've lived, आपको पता नहीं चलेगा.
हाँ, ये actually यहाँ पे भी program है कि 45 seconds में अपने आप automatically start हो जाता है, लेकिन वो है with power supply के साथ. अगर if we from the tripping also if we connect, then it can be.
And the previous question, in line with the security, we have a boom barrier plus somebody's manually handling it. So why we are having two?
There a boom barrier, I can explain better.
There are a couple of issues. One is to restrict the vehicle movement. Another issue is restrict the dogs movement. Right? So if the gate is open, then dogs can come in. So that's the solution we are looking for right now. We need to be a little bit innovative, because this is probably the longest boom that we have, 8 meters. So we cannot put the mesh. It will be very heavy for any boom barrier. So we are looking for some little bit of innovative solutions, like how can we prevent the dogs to come in, right? So that we can keep the gates open all the time.
So I think we have taken a lot of time of yours, and we have arranged lunch also for all the residents. I invite them to join for the lunch, and I place my sincere thanks to all the residents for joining this AGM, and also to the fellow board members who have worked very hard to make this presentation for all of you. So thank you all once again. Thanks.
Thank you so much for explaining things so well.